Good morning and welcome to St. Paul Evangelical Lutheran Church in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Today is Thursday, May the 12th. Our first reading is from Ezekiel chapters 2 and 3. The Spirit came into me as he spoke and set me on my feet. I listened carefully to his words. Son of man, he said, I am sending you to the nation of Israel, a nation that is rebelling against me. Their ancestors have rebelled against me from the beginning, and they are still in revolt to this very day. They are a hard-hearted and stubborn people, but I am sending you to say to them, this is what the Sovereign Lord says. And whether they listen or not, for remember, they are rebels, at least they will know they have had a prophet among them. Son of man, do not fear them. Don't be afraid, even though their threats are sharp as thorns and barbed like briars, and they sting like scorpions. Do not be dismayed by their dark scowls, for remember, they are rebels. You must give them my messages, whether they listen or not. But they won't listen, for they are completely rebellious. Son of man, listen to what I say to you. Do not join them in being a rebel. Open your mouth and eat what I give you. And then I looked and saw a hand reaching out to me, and it held a scroll. He unrolled it and said that both sides were covered with funeral songs, other words of sorrow, pronouncements of doom. The voice said to me, Son of man, eat what I am giving you. Eat this scroll. Then go and give its message to the people of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he fed me the scroll. Eat it all, he said, and I ate it, and it tasted sweet as honey. Then he said to me, Son of man, go to the people of Israel with my message. I am not sending you to foreign people whose language you cannot understand. No, I am not sending you to people with strange and different speech. If I did, they would listen. I am sending you to the people of Israel, but they won't listen to you any more than they listen to me. For the whole lot of them are hard-hearted and stubborn. But look, I have made you as hard and stubborn as they are. I have made you as hard as rock. So don't be afraid of them or fear their angered looks, even though they are such rebels. Then he added, Son of man, let all my words sink deep into your own heart first. Listen to them carefully for yourself. Then go to your people in exile and say to them, this is what the Sovereign Lord says. Do this, whether they listen to you or not. What do I think this passage says? First off, God will equip Ezekiel and us with what we need to fulfill what purposes he has for Ezekiel and for us. We are not to be afraid. God will fill Ezekiel and us with his Spirit. He will give us the courage and strength. What do we need to do? Be open and willing to obey. Do what God asks of us. We also need to feed ourselves spiritually. We also need to read and study his word. Take his words into our hearts. I exercise every day because I feel it's important for my health, but I also need to put some importance on feeding myself spiritually, not just physically. God told Ezekiel to let all his words sink deep into his heart when he ate the scroll. Ezekiel needed to take God's word to heart before he could give them to the nation of Israel. He also told Ezekiel that he wasn't responsible for how they responded. He just needed to obey God and give the Israelites God's message. God doesn't expect us to understand everything about him. His ways are not like our ways. We just need to trust and follow him. On the other hand, we could be the rebellious, the hard-hearted, and the stubborn rebels. I know I can be all these things at times. Maybe we all need to take time to listen to those who are giving God's message to us, not only on Sunday mornings in worship, but also throughout the week. Have a great day. Go in peace and serve the Lord. Thanks.